I hope you guys can see and hear the feed again. We've lost just for a little while. It's a bit of a technical issue, but we're back again. I wish we could have seen more of this, like more of Dante's life on an everyday basis. I know the manga was out there, but you know what I'm talking about. I wish I could have seen more of that, a slice in the day of in the everyday life of Dante. Like, seems like it would be very weird, like a guy like him in the general community just hanging out like this. And wouldn't people know how much of a human or a demon he is based on his abilities? I mean, how does a guy like him fit into society in that regard? Like it would be interesting to know. It's a pretty long cutscene, so I'm just gonna pass it up and see what we can do. Dante's controls, I don't remember making too many modifications, but I remember switching the melee button and the gun button. I don't know, melee and style. I kept the style one to triangle actually, so yeah, I tend to have Dante be more versatile in that regard. But oh yeah, we're not with Dante yet. With Wii. Personally, it's a mixed bag for me with Wii in terms of how to use him because on one hand it's very easy, like to do certain kind of moves, but when things get chaotic, when the battlefield gets chaotic, then Wii starts becoming more of a liability for me. But then again, maybe that's just me. V is certainly not my cup of tea in terms of the but it's very easy to get style points with him. That much is true for me anyway. There we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, let's see. Oh, shouldn't have done that. Yeah, it's pretty easy to get the style points with him. It appears even the universe is not on my side today with the amount of technical issues that we've had in terms of audio and well, the disconnection issue. So my apologies, folks, for any inconvenience so far in that regard. We usually don't get this sort of technical issues, as you may have figured, but it could happen. We'll definitely work on fixing these issues in our future streams. That's for certain. Rest assured, we will be looking into this, and we will make sure that we will avoid some stuff like this happening in the future. So. I'm just playing very wanton with very little regard right now, just having a good time, it's good to be playing something like this again, after so long. I think this is just what the doctor ordered, in that regard. He's got style in his finishes, that much I'll give to him, that's for sure. The gold orb, I've almost never used this stuff. If I die, I die, then I'll just try again. In fact, that kind of helps with conditioning yourself to play for DMD mode or tougher modes where you require to either get it a perfect run on the enemies with 0 damage. In fact, the game DMC5 is notorious for its very difficult platinum, and while many of the trophies are hard in itself, arguably the toughest trophy of this entire game would be the trophy called Worthy of Legend, which is a gold trophy where you are required to get an S rank on every single mission, on every single difficulty, and that is not a small feat if you consider that we're talking about Hell and Hell mode as well, where you could die in one hit but the enemies will not, so you're gonna be having a very tough time, and the only way to win that, the only way to get through something like that is to have a perfect run where you do not get hit by the enemy. You have to make it a perfect play. And the DMD mode, Dante Must Die mode, there is a way to get S ranks in missions, which is, it doesn't matter how badly you play in terms of style, like you don't really have to be very stylish in your play. All you have to do is not get hit at all, like do not suffer any damage at all during the mission, and you will automatically get an S rank. So that's something that works for people like me, like I'm not very stylish in my gameplay, as you can see. I'm not the best player in the world in terms of style and gameplay in this regard, but for people like me, that's an easy way out, like all I have to do is be good enough to not get hit. That's about it, really. So that works, I guess. That was a good timing. Nice. Yeah, if V is utilized properly, he is definitely very, very, very good. Yes, indeed. Again, not my cup of tea in terms of the how it feels in terms of playing him, but yeah, I would never discredit the fact that V is actually a very interesting character. And the moveset, like it's like basically puppeteering, like it's cool. I like it. Yeah, I'll pass. Oh, both are down. Okay, that's not good. Nice. Wait, I thought I got the kill. What happened? Yep, he uses bosses from previous games. For those of you who are asking about that, actually, yeah, the characters, the companions that we keep are essentially main bosses from the first Devil May Cry game. It's a good callback, good throwback to this game, which is good in the sense that DMC actually has managed to survive this long over the years to be able to call back on its own lore in games like that. So that's good, that shows development of the game, the IP as a whole. It's good. Oh, that was dismal. If I were younger, I'd be beating myself up on this terrible gameplay of mine right now, but man, I'm too old now to be caring about that. Not necessarily. The panther is not necessarily from Bayonetta. It's actually one of the first enemies that Dante encounters on Melee Island. It's not called. It's called Mallet in its spelling, but it's actually they say it Melee Island. Yeah, I figured about Griffin as well. Man, yeah, I probably should change the trigger button for that. I'll deal with it sometime. That's a good suggestion, Skewstar, thanks. Putting him on a charge button would help as well. That's true. I'll summon Nightmare at every chance I can get. He's just cool. Both are down. Well, that's not good. Okay, back in the fray again. Griffin is a godsend in certain situations. I find it cute. Is that wrong? I think it's cute. I think this thing is cute. There we go. I hate them. I hate these guys. One down. Oh, God. Damn it. Yeah, I've read that manga actually. Good one. It was a good read. Yeah, I've read that manga. It's a good one, and I think it really helps to add a little bit of depth into V. I mean, like he has okay depth here, but that manga was a pretty good one. Yeah, it's a good read. I would definitely recommend it to anybody who wants to know more about V. Because there is a little bit of a time gap. If people have forgotten, actually, there's actually little bit of time gap in between the various missions in this game, and from the point where this game actually kicks off and the epilogue, there's some time in between. So during that time, what V does, this stuff is well detailed in this. Yeah, I would definitely recommend this for people to read it. Yeah. Right, the phone. Oh my god. That sometimes annoys me that V's fast movement is actually that skating thing, which can be sometimes a bit of a pain to control. Alright, let's see what we got. I mean, I have a terrible loadout right now in terms of the abilities and skills, so I really need this, kind of upgrades as I am going. Yeah, okay, I guess I could use this. No, that's fine. I could just work some stuff on Griffin. Okay. Or Shadow. Shadow could be definitely needed this. Yeah, this one definitely. I need this. Guillotine. Already have good enough on that one. Yeah, this is important. Griffin's gonna need a few things as well. Ah, well, that stood out as a little bit odd to me as well, Trickster. I agree with you. Like, the phone booth was a little weird. I mean, in a game where we have mobile phones and everything, people actually use this stuff, and then still, I don't know. Sometimes that's, I feel, where the world building weaknesses are in some video games. But then again, there are games like these where they know how ridiculous they are, and they're sticking with it. So we just go with it. That's fine. I'm really not playing with too much strategy in mind here, folks. Like, I'm just, running this completely blind. For once in my life, I'm actually not being strategic about my movements on this. I'm just playing for the heck of it. So, yeah. Forgive me for anything that I might be doing, which you might be, looking at, like, scratching your head and like, oh my god, is this guy really doing this? Is he really gonna go and get this ability over that, and he's gonna do this? He should have done this. Yeah, I know. But so it's good to let loose like this for once. Normally, as a trophy hunter, I tend to focus on, you know what are the missable trophies in this, what do you gotta do, I mean, what's the most efficient route to this sort of thing, how do I plan this out. It tends to get in the way a little, and I've always said this, as a gamer first, like, more than a trophy hunter, you have to be a gamer first. So you gotta enjoy the process, and when the process becomes less enjoyable, then you gotta take a step back and get back to the roots and have fun, because that's why we play video games, right? So it's an escape, it's fun. Yeah. So here we go. Oops. I got grabbed. Shit. Oops. That was careless. Huh. Hitman, huh? Okay, I'm gonna probably get back to Hitman again. I think maybe a couple of weeks. I think this July we have a lot of holidays coming in, folks. So we'll have plenty of time to do a lot of random streaming stuff. So I think I'll be jumping back to Hitman again. It'll be fun to go back to that as well. Yeah. Oh yeah, I did have all the DLCs. I have to get back to checking how much of the DLCs I got, because there were a few things. Actually stopped playing Hitman after some time, so there might have been a few. I mean, if it's events and stuff, they'll come back again, but I might have missed a few DLCs. But to my memory, I definitely have the DLC with Maldives in it, so definitely I'll be playing that mission if it comes down to it, if we're streaming again, laughing at how they imagine us to be and how we know us to be. It's an interesting one. uh, and the stage was nice too. Isn't Maldives the stage? I mean, I'm not talking about the environment per se, but the mission structure and all of this stuff. Interesting stuff in that mission. It was one of the better ones. My personal favorite, I think, was the bank. Right? Yeah, the bank one, the heist one. It was pretty cool. Being a sissy in the strength department. Griffin doesn't hold back. Oh yeah, I think it's time up anyway. I mean, I played a little bit longer because we've had some technical issues today when we started the session, and also along the way we had a bit of a disconnection. I'm still figuring out how that happened. Like we made sure it shouldn't happen, but who knows? We will fix that going forward. So we had two technical issues today, an audio issue as well, which is unfortunate. Which is why as soon as I loaded up, I made sure that I think we would have covered now definitely 1 hour, considering the time that we have lost. So I figured that I'd play a little bit longer. I think we can end it over here now with Dante's awakening here now. He'll be revived, and player 3 has joined the game now. So, and I love the guy. I love Dante both as a character and as a control player. He's one of my favorites. He's one of my all-time favorites. I remember playing DMC1 back in the day. I was so scared too. I was very young at the time. So yeah, I love this game. I love this IP. I love Devil May Cry. I'm not gonna hide that at all. Which is why, even though I've been this rusty, even though, uh, yeah, yeah, no worries, Trickster, no worries. You can just join in or catch our footage anytime that you like. All the best in your, appointments or whatever that you're doing. And look at that, surprise, surprise! Despite my mistakes, the silly mistakes, the shitty gameplay at times, and straight up, lucky breaks that I've had, still managed to get an S rank, and that's what I've been telling folks. To get an S rank is theoretically not that hard, because all you have to do is just not get damaged too much, and at higher difficulties just not get damaged at all. You don't have to really play very, very flashy. You can actually get D ranks in fights themselves. All you have to do is just minimize damage and play it in a good pace, and you'll usually get an S rank. So this is proof. So yeah, indeed. Triple S, soon TM, indeed. Yeah, I mean, who knows? Um, but yeah, this has been fun. You guys requested from a very limited choice this time. We put up, what games we would like to stream, and Devil May Cry, for some reason, I was surprised that folks have asked to see this. So maybe there is a little bit of a interest in seeing our asses getting collectively kicked in games like this. So if that is what you guys are into seeing, I'm certainly happy to oblige in that. And so I think we've done some of that tonight. Although I didn't get killed, I did get thrown around quite a bit. I think I had a very close shave with Nero at one point in earlier tonight. So going forward, in the future, we do have some plans. Where our Friday streams are going to be focused on new games and polled games, where we put it on the poll on our Telegram channel, where you guys can just vote, and then the winning game will be played during the weekend. And during the weekdays, sometimes the next thing that I want to say is that during the weekdays we might actually just stream a random game out of the blue. Like, you guys will have no idea what it could be. We'll be given no prompts at all, so it's like like put your hand in and it's a surprise pick. Could be Hitman, could be Elden Ring, could be any one of those. Any of those. Could be Animal Crossing, could be anything. You have no idea what to expect. So we figured that it'll be interesting to just give you guys a little of a surprise. You're in the surprise stream or something like that. But yeah, we'll probably have a bit of a plan for that as well. But as far as our weekend official streams go, on our Friday streams, we will be focusing on the stuff that you guys request in terms of the poll that we put up, as well as new games. Like the first impressions, the first 24 hours of within the first 24 hours of a release of a game, we'll be definitely playing it. Like, our team is organized enough to essentially have access to various shops across the world, in terms of the PS Store, PlayStation Store, the Steam, and the PC as well. So for me anyway, one of the advantages that I have is, like, my PlayStation clock is, or at least my PlayStation account and store is timed to the Pacific region, which means usually when we get a video game release, I tend to be able to access it a little bit earlier, which is why we are always looking forward to bring you guys, if we get our hands on a game quickly enough, we'll definitely show you guys the first impressions that we get from that. So that's something we'll definitely be focusing on the Friday streams as well. So yeah, that being said, in spite of the technical issues that we've had today, thank you all so much for joining in. Hope you guys had fun. The name announcement. Okay, that was actually that was a little bit of a teaser that we shared, because we are also collaborating with Uridu in their Gaming Nation work that they do. So we have a working relationship with those guys. So if you guys haven't heard already, Uridu is going all in on the video gaming stuff, and Uridu Nation is actually a service that was initiated by in Uridu, Qatar, and they brought it to the Maldives, and well, those guys are interested in the esports, and they essentially it's a platform where they have various specialists or experts in the areas, in local experts or local organizers of such stuff, working together to provide the overall experience to video gamers. And I think that's a good thing, like for personally, I feel like video gaming here, the industry has been here and there, like you have organizers here, you have people. There's never been actually an organized effort like this, so I think this is a good start. And as far as the Uridu Nation goes, we from Emmen Gaming, we are providing news content, features, some of the stuff that we put up on our own website. Most of course you'll find everything of ours and from our side, but specific news that's related to the multiplayer games or important industry news, stuff like that, we will be uploading, and we'll be working with Uridu Nation in providing them with that kind of information and updates. So it's a collaborative effort that we have with them, and we are very proud and very happy to be working with them. They've been so nice to us, they've been very good to us, and they're committed to work on this with us, and it's been a good experience so far. So Neymar actually came in because he was being used as the part of the marketing to promote the Uridu Nation for the Maldives. So we decided to just throw one in there just for a little bit of a teaser for you guys. In any case, it's good to be working on this. We feel like it's a good step towards more organized esport and stuff. I don't know. We'll see, won't we? Definitely, we've had obviously people who have previously, I think, in the parliament, who have talked about the detriments of video gaming and the psychology of it. I remember that this one day I saw that I was so angry. I called up a few of my people and I said, I'm ready to go to the parliament and just go toe to toe with them if it comes to down to a debate, because I've done my homework on this, but yeah, I mean, I don't think right now there's any of that stuff happening, but we'll work with it as we go along. I certainly think that video gaming is here to stay, because I don't think there's any other form of entertainment that gives agency to the end user, and give them that kind of freedom to actually craft the amount of dopamine that they can actually get from something. Movies, you just go there, you see it, and you're done. It's a passive experience. But video gaming, you can choose and craft the amount of happiness or enjoyment that you can derive out of it. Like, I'm having a tough time getting killed in Demon Souls or any other Souls games, and I'm having a great time. Like, it's weird. It works. Anyway, thank you all for joining in. We'll see you guys again next week, and hopefully within the month of July, we'll be coming back to you as well. Even though it's the holidays, I don't think I'm traveling this time around. There are a few things I need to take care of here from my side at home. So I think we'll definitely be seeing more of the streams again in July as well. But if you guys are traveling, have a great set of holidays. Eid Mubarak as well in advance. In the sense that if you guys are traveling, do take precautions, be safe. Things are again kicking up a little bit, so be careful on that one. So with that, thank you all for joining in, and we'll see you next time. Bye.